having no hair really isn't a look for me. I mean, I miss my eyebrows and my eyelashes and just, we shave the little bit that grows because it grows in all scraggly and weird, very thin and just not looking good. It looks messy and stupid. So, but I mean, being completely bald isn't really a look for me either. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. That's partially what this video is about. This video is about cancer. So, my last few videos have been about cancer. I can't remember exactly what I said in my last couple of videos. But, I'm here with an update, kind of, I guess. I had a CT done. It was actually my second CT in a couple months, but this time they did my chest, and they did, more contrast, because last time we couldn't use IV contrast because my kidneys were, still recovering from the antibiotics I had when I was in the hospital for pneumonia. So, there was more contrast, and they did my chest and stuff, and, well, when we talked about it with my oncologist yesterday, they found a 1.5 centimeter, probably like that, lesion on my left lung. We don't know what it is. I have to get it biopsied, which I am terrified about, because the nurse is like, yeah, I think they numb it locally. And I'm like, oh my god, if it's only local anesthetic, I'm gonna freak out and it's gonna hurt. But really, I know nothing about biopsies like that, so maybe local anesthetic is enough. I just feel like I'd freak out. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. If I freak out real bad, I'll have someone film it. But yeah, that's scary in and of itself that we found something like that on my lung, because my abdomen CT was clear, which is a good thing, but if the cancer spread to my lungs, I don't know. Man, that just seems like, I feel like people don't come back from that, but then I know people, physically who have. So, I don't know why I feel like it's so impossible. I just feel like, I mean, to be honest, I feel like it could be the beginning of the end. And no one wants to feel like that, I guess. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. But, I guess it's hard to hold out hope when you just keep getting bad news. And it's hard. I've been on chemo for almost 10 months now. And I don't have a date that I'm going to stop at. It's not like, oh, you have to do this many chemos and you're done. My doctor wants my CA-125 to plateau. And right now, it's kind of sporadic. Just it went up one time and now it's going down again, but it's slow and it's in a normal range. But it can be in a normal range and still indicate that you have cancer. So, I mean, it's hard to go that long on chemo. All the symptoms, I can't see my friends, I can't go out and do things I want to do. It's exhausting, physically and emotionally. And, I mean, you want to be able to see the end. And when you just keep getting bad news, it's like there's no end in sight. It's like, I could be doing this forever. July 11th will mark a year since I've been diagnosed. And I mean, it's already been a year since I was in the ER with the symptoms that eventually led us to find my cancer. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I guess it's whatever. You can't really change it, so, I mean, what is there to do? But I've been getting really bored lately. Like, so bored, all I do is sleep. And some people are like, that's called depression, Taylor. Taylor, Maddie, whichever one you know me as. It's like, that's called depression, Taylor Madison. But for me, there's a difference between, like, not being able to get out of bed and, like, all that stuff that goes with depression, and then for me, there's the other part that just goes with boredom, and they have the exact same symptoms for me, but one of them is more easily cured, obviously. Boredom can be remedied, where depression kind of just is when it is. But I've been sleeping a lot to just, you know, get through the day, and then do another one tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. And you know that every day it's going to be the same thing. Nothing. Nothing at all. So, I guess I could use some hobby suggestions. I've been thinking about, a friend told me about, like, diamond painting that she does. And I've seen people do it on Facebook, and I thought I might try some of that. Maybe I can learn to knit or something, but it's going into the summer, so all of anything I would be knitting would be, you know, useless for the perceived future. But I don't know. I tried to learn to crochet once, and I'm just not a crafty person. It was very confusing to me. But I have to find something to do, because this is boring. Life is boring. I can't see people outside of my home because for fear of infection. I mean, it's not like my oncologist specifically said, don't see any of your friends ever again, but it's like my parents are so paranoid. They don't want anyone else around me, and I'm not allowed to go out because my oncologist did say to, like, you know, be very careful of, like, hand washing and stuff when I'm at doctor's offices, and, like, not to go anywhere else. Because they don't want me back in the hospital with pneumonia, which is understandable since I've already had an infection, you know, that put me in the hospital. I don't really need another one, but we're getting out of infection season, so maybe my parents will let up and I can have some friends over or something. I don't know. I'm just rambling now, and this is about to, well, I have 45 seconds. That's not a lot, but whatever. I guess that has just been my update. I'll try to keep you updated on anything else in the future. So, bye.